It was a quiet afternoon at Marty's diner, the kind of old-school spot where the smell of coffee and sizzling bacon greeted everyone at the door. The place was nearly empty, just a few regulars, a couple arguing in a corner booth, and a young boy sitting by himself stirring his chocolate milk with a straw. That boy's name was Malik, only 10 years old, shy, and soft-spoken. He was waiting for his father who was running late, again. Malik's dad, Anthony Tone Carter, was known around town as a successful businessman, but behind closed doors, only a few knew the truth. Anthony wasn't just any businessman. He was the boss of one of the most powerful organized families in the state. But today, Malik didn't care about any of that. He just wanted a burger, fries, and maybe a milkshake. Then the bell above the door jingled. Three teenage boys walked in. Trent, the biggest one, wearing a leather jacket and a smirk, and his two sidekicks, Kyle and Mason, who followed him like shadows. They were known around town for trouble, but their parents' money always got them out of it. They noticed Malik sitting alone. Trent sneered, "Hey, look at that! Kid thinks he owns the place." Malik ignored them, eyes fixed on his milkshake. "Hey, I'm talking to you," Trent barked, walking closer. "What's a kid like you doing here all alone?" "Where's your mommy?" The diner went quiet. The waitress froze behind the counter. Malik softly replied, "I'm waiting for my dad." "Oh, your daddy?" Trent mocked. "What, he's the janitor here or something?" His friends laughed cruelly. Malik didn't respond. Then Trent did something no one expected. He reached out and slapped Malik across the face. The sound echoed through the diner. The waitress gasped. The cook in the back dropped a spatula. Everyone froze. Malik's small hand went to his cheek, his eyes watering, not from pain, but shock. Trent smirked. "Maybe that'll teach you to show some respect, huh?" That's when a deep voice from behind said, "Respect is earned, son, and you just lost yours." Trent turned. Standing at the door was Anthony Carter, Malik's father. A tall, broad-shouldered black man in a charcoal suit, sunglasses still on despite being indoors. Two men in black followed behind him, silent as shadows. Anthony's presence changed the air. It was colder now. He looked at Malik's cheek, then back at Trent. "Who did that?" he asked, his voice calm. Too calm. Trent tried to puff up his chest. "Yeah, I did." "Kid needed to learn some manners." Anthony slowly removed his sunglasses and placed them on the counter. His men stepped closer, their expressions unreadable. "Manners?" Anthony repeated softly. "You think hitting a child makes you a man?" Trent swallowed hard, the smirk fading. I didn't know he was your kid." Anthony stepped closer until he was inches away. "So, if he wasn't my kid, that would make it okay?" Trent's confidence melted away. The waitress whispered to the cook, "That's Anthony Carter, from the Carter family." Trent suddenly understood what that meant. His face turned pale. Anthony turned to one of his men. "Marcus." "Yes, boss." "Lock the door." The sound of the door's deadbolt clicking made everyone in the diner flinch. Anthony leaned closer to Trent. "You like using your hands, huh?" Trent's lip trembled. Sir, I didn't mean..." Anthony raised a finger, silencing him. "Here's what's going to happen. You're going to apologize to my son. Then you're going to pay for everyone's meal here today. And after that, you're going to tell your father I'll be visiting his construction company tomorrow. We'll have a little chat about how he's raising his boy." Trent's knees shook. "Yes, sir." "I'm sorry. I'm sorry." Malik looked up at him, but said nothing. Anthony turned to his son. "You okay, champ?" Malik nodded. "Yeah, Dad." Anthony smiled faintly, ruffled his hair, then turned back to Trent. "You're lucky I'm trying to live a cleaner life now. A few years back, things would have gone differently." Trent could barely breathe. Anthony placed a $100 bill on the counter. "For the mess." Then with a nod to his men, he walked Malik out of the diner. As they got into the black Cadillac waiting outside, Malik looked up. "Dad, would you really have hurt him?" Anthony smiled softly.